This message is for e-commerce founders that are doing anywhere between $30,000 per month to $500,000 per month and are stuck in what I call the scaling trap. Now, you've proven your products work, you've proven your market fit, you've even proven your acquisition channels, but now every time you try to scale, your profit margins disappear, your ROAS drops, and your costs increase, and you're left guessing what the problem is. Now, in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how we help brands like yours systematically scale to 7 figures and 8 figures without the yo-yo revenue swings, without burning cash, and without depending on the last algorithm updates. Now, my name is Omar. I'm the founder at Growth Labs, and over the past 5 years, my team has managed over 8 figures in profitable ad spend and helped scale 50 plus e-commerce businesses all over the globe in every single industry you can think of, in all the continents, in virtually every single market. And we did that using what we call our mathematical growth engineering system, which is basically treating growth and scale as an engineering problem rather than a creative guessing game. So here's my bold claim for you. Most e-commerce founders, most e-commerce brands are mathematically destined to plateau or even die because they've been brainwashed into chasing the immediate buyers that are going to buy their products right now, and they've been brainwashed into optimizing their business for immediate sales, which is only 3% of your total addressable market. So we at Growth Labs, we do it differently. We use AI-powered market intelligence to systematically develop the remaining 97% of your total addressable market that is untapped, that is not being advertised to, and that is not being spoken to by either you or your competitors. And this is exactly why our clients typically see within 90 days a 300 to 500% increase, or should I say an expansion of their reach and expansion of their market. But before I show you exactly how this works, what I want to do is I want to make you understand why I think the traditional scaling playbook is broken and why I think agencies actually make things worse. So in this video, I'm going to reveal the counterintuitive approach that we use to escape this reality. So in practice, it looks like this. We've got this brand that we took from $3,000 per month to $100,000 per month in just a few months. We've got this brand that we took from $8,000 per month to 150, 200K per month in sales. And we've got so many brands. We've got this big brand that had sold 20 million units of their product prior to joining us, and we literally doubled their sales in 30 days. So that's how it looks in practice. That's how efficient this process is. It's geared towards fast scale, but also sustainable scale. Because here's what's important. We don't want lucky wins. We don't want one-time wonders. We want sustainable scale that is sustained over time, but also that keeps on growing sustainably, so that your business gets stronger over time. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, okay, I've heard this before, or my current agency does Facebook or Google ads. I have a media buying team. What's new here? Well, let me be clear. This is not about running more ads or even running them better, because let's be honest, most agencies fight over the 3% of your total addressable market, which creates a mathematical impossibility within your business. Imagine having a very finite pool of customers, the 3% that I'm speaking about, and then dumping all of your ad spend and having your competitors dump all of their ad spend towards that 3%. What is that going to create? Ad inflation, right? You're going to be paying a high ad spend premium just because you're not being mindful of who you want to target and you're not expanding your total addressable market. So what we do is fundamentally different. We engineer, like I said, systematic customer development across the entire awareness spectrum using AI. And we do that to identify and nurture prospects across the entire awareness spectrum, from a completely unaware prospect to the most aware prospect that is in the 3%. We tackle every single awareness stage in the awareness spectrum of your total addressable market. And that's exactly what the top 1% of e-commerce brands understand, is that customer awareness isn't a fixed variable. It's a fluid spectrum. People flow in and out of awareness stages. Look, over my career, I've helped brands go from 0 to 7 figures, even multiple 7 figures in sales. And you can see how we helped Slate Swim go from 0 to 7 figures. The Strap Tailor go from $8,000, $7,000 per month to multiple 7 figures a year in revenue. We've helped Sorelli go from 50K to 90K in sales in just under 30 days. There's so many brands that we've helped in every single industry you can think of, in every single continent, in every single market. We have been successful. So if you want to deploy the cutting edge strategies that are going to unlock scale for your business, and you want to deploy the best frameworks for your business, I invite you to book a call with my team. Click on the link below. You'll be directed to a calendar. Find the time that suits you. Let's speak and let's see how we can deploy this roadmap for your business and what's actually holding back the success that you deserve to see in your business. I'll see you on the other side. while everyone is competing for the same ready to buy now customers, elite brands are developing every single step of the awareness spectrum to ensure that they have a steady flow of ready to buy customers in the near future as well. And so the reality is that the brands doing 50 million, 100 million, 200 million per year don't have a better product. They don't have better branding. They just understand this fundamental insight, and they engineer their funnels in a way that includes every single awareness stage, which in turn creates, like I said, a near infinite pipeline flow in terms of customers that are entering the awareness stage that you want them to be in. So right now, while you're banging your head against the wall, only targeting the 3%, I'm telling you, 97% of your potential market is still untapped and is waiting for you to speak to them. So every day you wait, that's actually revenue going out of the back door for your competitors that are actually deploying these strategies. And so meanwhile, your current approach is getting even more expensive. It's getting harder. The algorithm updates are not helping. The ad costs are not helping. And the competitors that are entering your market every single day and making the same mistake of targeting the 3% just keeps on increasing the ad cost that you're going to have to pay. And at some point, it's going to be a mathematical impossibility just because you're not going to be able to turn a profit. And so instead of hitting mathematical limits, what we want to do is we want to help you deploy these systems into your business so that you can expand your reach and expand your market and reach the limits of your total addressable market without having to run out of customers, because your total addressable market is probably in the millions, tens of millions, sometimes even hundreds of millions of people that need your product. So this is why I can confidently say that we can help virtually any brand scale to 7 and 8 figures, just because we're going to be able to open up the gates of untapped customer pools instead of settling for depleted customer sources. And honestly, the results speak for themselves. We've been in the e-commerce space for the past 5 years. Our average client retention is 11 months because we're very, very good at unlocking scale fast for businesses that we know we can help. So we're very selective with who we want to work with. But if we end up telling you that you're a good fit for this process, you can rest assured that this will be the last system you need to scale your business. So let me tell you what happens when you deploy the system. So week 1 is where we do the AI market intelligence to unlock the psychological profiles of every single customer segment you have. So imagine having an immediate buyer profile, which puts you ahead of 99% of e-commerce founders, by the way. But imagine having 4 other profiles, from the unaware segment to the product aware segment to the solution aware segment, these segments that you haven't been tapping into and that you can start targeting. And when that happens, once we identify these prospects, we want to know what types of ads do they want to see. And the AI system tells us exactly which type of content these people will resonate with. So imagine knowing before you even run any ad how you need to target these people. Wouldn't that cut your testing phase or your testing budget in half at least? If you know that the solution aware crowd needs to be reassured with reviews or UGC testimonials, whatever, you're going to be able to target them with that specific piece of content. For the problem aware, maybe they need a bridge between their problems and a solution that they're not aware of. And so you're going to be able to cater to them with that specific messaging. And so you're speaking to customers in ways that resonate with them, which means in practical terms, your CTR goes up, your CPC goes down, your ROAS goes up, and your funnel becomes this wide web that you're casting into the internet just because you're able to capture so many different types of people based on their psychological profile. That's how powerful this stuff is. So like I said, we identify the type of content that's going to resonate with them. And once we do that, that's when we start deploying the ads and we start distributing your message across all of these different segments. By month 3, that's when you start seeing the snowball effect coming in full force. That's when you start to see the immediate buyer pool is starting to increase and increase and increase, just because you're doing so much ethical propaganda on the back end, because you're converting unaware people to a product aware, to a problem aware, to a solution aware crowd. And you're getting these people out of the darkness and into your immediate buyer pool every single day, which means you're going to be able to sustain that growth. It's not like one month you have a 4x ROAS and the other month you're dropping to 0.7 just because you've depleted your customer sources, right? And that's how you can sustain scale while other competitors fight for their lives. But I'm going to surprise you. I'm not actually pitching you our services. Our services are for a very specific type of founder, a founder that wants to scale their business in the shortest amount of time and that is tired of agencies that are charging them ridiculous fees, ridiculous retainers just to click on buttons. This is for a founder that wants a clear roadmap that is going to be executed by a team of 8 players in order for them to see scale in the shortest amount of time. And so that's why I don't want to pitch you my services yet, because I don't know you, quite frankly. So I don't know if you're a great fit for what we have to offer, because we're very, very selective with who we work with. But if you want to know more about what this process can do for your business, regardless of what you're selling, regardless of what market you're in, I want to offer you something that's very, very valuable. I want to offer you a growth audit with myself, where I'll sit down with you and I'll show you exactly how this process can be applied in your business so that you can unlock scale fast. And essentially what we'll do on this audit call, we'll map out the entire awareness spectrum for your business. We'll see exactly what type of content is going to convert with which audience. And I'll show you how to deploy those insights so that you can systematically target all of these segments and scale in the shortest amount of time. So whether we work together or not, what I want to tell you is that we'll leave you better than we found you. And you'll walk out of that call with a clear roadmap of how to escape the rat race of targeting the 3% of your market, and how to expand your horizons, and how to expand the total addressable market that you have, and how to expand your reach so that you can reach as many people in your total addressable market as possible and scale while your competitors are fighting for scraps. Obviously, this audit is completely free with no strings attached. If you do not feel 150% convinced that this is for you, the only thing you've lost is 30 minutes. But if you do feel that this is for your business and we end up being a good fit, this will probably be the best business decision that you've made in your career. And you're gonna understand that fast scale can happen without you having to wait a decade for it. And like I said, if you qualify to work with us, I'll explain to you exactly how you can implement this for your brand. Now, below this video, there should be a link that takes you to a scheduler. Book a call with myself, fill in the information, schedule a time that works for you. Let's show you what it takes to scale in 2025 and how simple it can be, honestly. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.